We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you, by us. Sorry, best late night show on the internet for you, by us. Bro Talk Live, always on the mark. It's your man, Jason. Let's kick it to my boy, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here, guys. I have so many things to talk to you about. The one thing I want to start with is a Black holiday collection. My best friend and friend to the show, Dion Robinson, came up with this after seeing a tweet saying that there's no
declaration there. My best friend and friend of the show. Okay.
Yeah. So after saying that there's no holiday collections for owned by African Americans, he came up with his own line really quickly, just t-shirts and everything like that for the holiday season. If you're interested in a Black owned holiday collection, you can message me or go to his Instagram, Mechanical Zombie, and you can get yours. They're really great designs, and I'll be wearing them this holiday season with my family. Speaking of my family, my fiance and I are doing a contest right now, and I'll talk about this again at the end of the show, but we're doing a contest because we don't want to pay for our photography. We want it to be free. So we're doing this contest, and we really, really, really need your help. So if you go to my Facebook page, Dexter Stuckey, hopefully you're already following me on there. Go on my page, you click the photo of us on there, and then just vote on it. And just like it, really. That's all you have to do is just like the photo all week long because we want to win. Thank you, guys.
Only on Facebook? It's not on Instagram or anything like that?
No, because people be buying likes on Instagram. So I think the guy was like, I'm not going to give nobody nothing free if they're going to be buying stuff. So it's got to be your real people liking it on there.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah.
If y'all don't win, I'll bring my iPhone.
The thing is, we've already booked this photographer and paid a down payment. So if we don't win, he's fired. So,
well, you're not gonna get your down payment back.
It's $100.
He gonna get his down payment back one way or the other. By hook or by crook, he gonna get his money back.
Tyler God, how are you, sir?
I'm good. All is well. I feel much better than I did last week. Jason told me that I had to issue a public apology for my attitude last week.
Very nice.
There it is.
There it is. Bill, how are you? Bill the wonderful. Bill the great.
I am in the land of the living. Y'all know me. Another dollar.
Good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? This is our last show before we have, Bro Talk Award season. So enjoy it. This is our last bit of news we're going to get into, unless something crazy happens. Like, unless we have to do like a breaking news where Trump, decided he's going to hold himself up in the White House. This is going to be our last bit of news probably until until probably after the inauguration, because we have to take a little break. We didn't take a break in 2020. We went right through the year. Believe me, I know, because I'm going through these damn episodes and I'm like, where is the break? Like we have tons of shows that I have to get through for the Bro Talk Awards.
We didn't miss a second of Trump's foolishness. We covered that thing for y'all.
Because we knew it was it. Season finale. We had to get to it. So, yeah. So get ready for the nomination special next week. But for this week, we are going to get you into the news. All right. For the news this week, we're going to start you off with Tiny Desk Trump. Look at this. You look like a substitute teacher.
One of the ones they throw them little paper balls at.
Like an assistant teacher.
Absolutely. The more time passes, the more Trump realized that he's fighting a losing battle. CNN reporting that his advisors say that he's seeing the writing on the wall. And that writing on the wall may be making the president a little nastier than usual and asserting his position as quote-unquote commander-in-chief and president of the United States. Here's what happened when a reporter asked him if he will concede when the Electoral College votes for Biden.
This election was a fraud. I mean, they have Biden beating Obama on Obama's vote in areas that mattered in terms of the election, in swing states. And yet he's losing to Obama all over the place. But he's beating Obama in swing states, which are the states that mattered for purposes of the election. So, no, I can't say that at all. I think it's a possibility. They're trying to, look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to, I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. All right, I'm going to go with another question.
Oh, I'm the president of the United States. Don't you ever talk to the president of the United States like that. Nasty. I didn't like that. Did you like that, Bill?
Oh, you know I loved every moment of it. I'm the
asserting his dominance.
call me dear leader from now on. I am the dictator. You all don't matter, peasants.
Yeah, he definitely would have gotten killed by Obama. That's neither here nor there. He already beat you, says Shakima. So that little temper tantrum along, with the fact that he's losing and alleged surplus of padding in his pants caused Diaper Dawn to be the #1 trending topic on Twitter later that night. The rumor that Trump wears a diaper is part of why he hates Rosie O'Donnell. Back in like the early 2000s, like this guy that used to work on The Apprentice said, that Trump, wears a diaper, and Rosie will retweet it, and Rosie will retweet it and piss Trump off. But this guy is coming back out, and he is once again letting us know that Trump wears a diaper.
The diapers is not a joke. It depends. Diaper Don is trending, but it's based in reality. He would often soil himself on The Apprentice set. He's incontinent from all the speed, all the Adderall he does, the cocaine that he's done for decades. All that stuff has a laxative, and it has an effect on your bowels, and his are uncontrollable. He's worn diapers since probably the 90s, but I saw it firsthand in the 2000s on Celebrity Apprentice in late 2000s, and we'd have to stop the show and change him, and that was Keith Schiller's job. He would take him off set, he would wipe him down. Our nickname for Keith was Wet Wipes. It's not a joke. He'll also do it in a rage, and this is where it gets really drug related. He'll start to freak out. One time there was the word arbitrage on a cue card, and he started screaming that the script department was setting him up. You're setting me up. And he just freaked out and then very loudly evacuated his bowels, and you could smell it, and the guy who was holding the boom mic, was tearing up.
Got you.
Yo, like what? What?
So that's why Diaper Don was
Wait a minute. You know what's crazy though? If you ever look at like the parades, like the Macy's Day Parade or like the Thanksgiving Day parades from the 90s to now, they always have him in a diaper, and I've always wondered why. And I'm just like, oh, because he's a baby.
But let me ask you a question though. But this is what bothers me about that whole situation. While I do think it's funny that they call him like Diaper Don or whatever. That's funny. Why did you let this man be our president for 4 years before putting this out there? Like really?
Well, he did put it out there. Rosie would retweet.
I mean, like you really just sat out there and you did an interview. Now he said he would do this, and now you can smell it. Like he's not lying. That really. Why did you tell us about this 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
That story went. Like you could tell that that's definitely a true story.
It happened.
It's one of them things where like you can try to deny this, you can try to discredit this guy, but this thing happened. Like, and you really like that's what's really going on in your life. And we already knew he was on drugs, so there's that.
He said speed. I didn't think he was on speed.
Trump was not appreciative of that tweet going viral saying Twitter. Oh, go ahead, Don. Are you here? We got Don on the phone.
Donald Trump is here. I want to tell you all something inherently false, bigly untrue, okay? Twitter is sending out totally false trends that have absolutely nothing to do with what is really trending in the world. They make it up, only negative stuff. Same thing will happen to Twitter as is happening to Fox News daytime. Also, big conservative discrimination for purposes of national security. Section 230.
Now, this right here, this is also proof too. This is proof that this is true because people don't come out, big celebrity figures, they don't come out and just address stuff just to address it. You literally got on your Twitter and addressed this man saying that you wear diapers and use the bathroom on yourself. Because it's true. You're
trying to tell us to shut up about it for national security purposes.
China does not care about you shitting on yourself. Believe me, they don't care.
Section 230 was passed in 1996. It protects tech companies from liability for what people say basically on their platforms.
Also, very interestingly enough, now he wants to go ahead and use big government to censure companies.
Yeah, exactly. He continued to show strength by demanding that Republican Georgia Governor Bryant do something.
Do something at Bryant, Kemp, Georgia. You allowed your state to be scammed. We must check signatures and count signed envelopes against ballots. Then call off the election. It was a hoax. The radical left, the Dems, China, virus, diapers. It won't be needed. We will all win, no matter what. I've got money on my mind. I can never get enough.
People to call off the election.
We're still talking about the election. We're still doing this.
We're still talking about the election. Shakeem is asking, wait, he's saying Fox is discriminating against conservatives. Yes. There's a new push that Fox is, has been compromised, and they're part of deep state and all this stuff by people who align with Trump, and now they're trying to push people to this OAN network. On American News.
This man is pooping himself in real life.
It's coming out of all ends, y'all. It's coming out the mouth. Like he can't control it. Look, remember he talked about that woman? He was like, "There's blood coming out everywhere." That's him, but it's shit that's coming out of his body. Like that's.
Look at
Ooh. That salamander from Matilda.
Someone else who he hoped would do something is America's top cop, Attorney General Bill Barr, fresh off of his COVID recovery. He was missing for like 3 weeks. Speaking when asked about any evidence of voter fraud, Barr said this: the U.S. attorneys and the FBI agents have been working to follow up specific complaints and information they received, but to date, we have not seen fraud on a scale that could have affected a different outcome in the election. So he comes out and basically goes against Trump, saying there is no fraud. Those words got him called into the principal's office later that day. He was not previously supposed to be at the White House, but he was called in immediately, summoned to the White House, according to reports. And that meeting reportedly lasted about 2.5 hours with Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and no word on whether or not he was fired or not. But anyone who is even perceived as crossing Trump immediately gets killed in that world. And that's what's happening on the social network called Parler. Look at these. Just look at the first 3 words of each of these tweets. Or I don't even know if they're called tweets. I don't know what Parler calls them, posts. But my favorite one is, "He's a fat ass deep state operative." That one tickled me. Desperately. F you, Barr, you deep state B. Like, people are pissed. And that's what happens when you support Trump. The anger just comes out so easily. So what was your favorite part of the end? Like, these are probably our last times covering Trump on this show. With new news.
I guarantee you, this will not be our last time covering Trump. Trump has become a big part of your life moving forward.
Good. So we'll still have a show. And that's what people were asking. They're saying, like, what are you guys gonna do?
I mean, to be very clear,
it's been on for years, guys.
Thank you. Bro Talk Live lived before Donald Trump era.
And we'll live after.
And we'll live after.
We started it. We're to blame for it, to be honest.
Been carrying y'all for 4 years.
If you remember, Dex is the one who put Trump in office.
Dex is the one that put Trump in office.
I gave y'all something to talk about every week. Thank you. You're welcome.
Don't be proud of that. Do you think he's finally getting? He seems like a little defensive. So do you think he's finally getting the message that it's over?
I think he got the message that it was over when he faked COVID and pulled that G.I. Joe stunt, which, by the way, is my favorite Trump moment from the past 4 years. That G.I. Joe situation at the White House, that was it.
I think Bill Barr's ass is grass. That's for sure.
You think? Oh, I mean, it's grass in January next month anyway, so it's not like
Trump is not satisfied with just firing you. Like, he wants to ruin you. Like, will never work in this town again.
He's not going to work in that town again. Like, that's my point. Like, Bill Barr, how old is he? Like 60, 55, 60, close, probably 65, probably. He's not getting another job.
I don't think this is the end. I think Donald Trump is going to resign and then have Mike Pence pardon him, and then he's going to pardon everybody in the office. Like, I think everybody's getting pardoned.
But I mean, you have to have a charge against you. You can't do like a preemptive pardon. Like, you have to be charged with something, and he hasn't been charged with anything yet. So, I mean, were we going to pardon?
But plus, overall, though, I think he's losing the steam. Like the one area that I thought he would be really good at is social media, and I thought that he would still thrive on social media after he's out of office. But like, look at his social media presence now. You're addressing rumors that you wear a diaper at this point. Like this is he's going out real bad.
I don't follow Trump on Twitter just because like he used to be entertaining to me and he was so stupid. But like at this point, it's so pathetic that like I'm not even entertained by it anymore. So I'm literally just turning him off.
Yeah.
Muting Trump. And I think other people are doing that as well. And there was this big push on Twitter to like unfollow Trump. I was like, if you guys really, Trump thinks that you're all his followers, but we want you to unfollow him. Like he's pretty pathetic. He's going out in a blaze of foolishness.
Oh, we have to do a best Trump moment for the Bro Talk Live. Are you talking about from the last 4 years? I'm supposed to get this together in a week. Like
that's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, and maybe we will get the best Trump moments of this year for sure.
COVID,
I can't promise anything from the 4 years before that.
Well, I feel like this year though, really the past couple months, like is when he really kicked it up into overdrive. Like he was a fool before, but he was literally our fool the past like.
He's giving us gold. He's giving us the gold.
Yeah. All right. In other news, Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. in the main event of a fight card put on by music platform Triller. The fight was called a draw, and neither man, Mike included, was really upset about it. Surprisingly, in fact, Mike seemed happy that no one got hurt. Everything hurts.
Everything hurts.
You have in the one breath. First, let's examine. First of all, y'all looking like two drunk aunties. All these titties flying around, and you were scared to fight Mike Tyson, and now you mad it was a draw. You want to be lucky.
I don't wear draws. I don't do draws. You want to lose?
Survive that because I damn sure probably.
Yeah, I feel like a draw is the best case scenario in this situation for Roy Jones.
But also, I think my favorite part about the fight is the fact that Bro Talk Live on Twitter, if you guys are following, it's Bro Talk Live Pod. We got over 100,000.
Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. No need to brag preemptively.
I wasn't bragging.
One reason that might explain why Tyson was in such a good mood is the fact that he made upwards of $10 million on a fight where he didn't actually even get hit in the face. Also, he divulged that he was high when he did so.
Have you already had a joint?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming down. Yeah. Well, listen, I can't stop smoking. I smoked during fights. I used to have to smoke. I'm sorry, I'm a smoker.
Did you have any marijuana leading up to the training of this fight?
I smoke every day. I never stopped smoking.
Did you have one right before the fight?
Absolutely, yes.
How does the marijuana effect help you into the fight?
It's just who I am. It has no effect on me from a negative standpoint. It's just what I do and who I am and how I'm going to die.
Did it
There's no
help?
explanation. There's no beginning. There's no end.
Did it help numb the pain a little bit that you might have felt?
No, it just numbs me. It doesn't numb the pain.
He's so clear. Like I love how clear he is. Like he knows where he's at. He kicked the cocaine habit that he had, and you know what I'm saying, he's happy in where he's at. So congratulations to Mike Tyson. Speaking of weed, Snoop Dogg was not only tapped to perform at this event, but he also gave a lot of commentary on the two biggest fights of the night. Here's some from Snoop Dogg. He was having fun. He also performed on the lead-in to the fight, an expansive 15-minute set of his hits, and he announced that due to popular demand, he's not broadcasting again for less than $15 million over 3 years, which I guess means that we won't be hearing Snoop Dogg broadcast again, because I don't know who the hell's going to pay him 3 years, $15 million to broadcast anything. But one reason that he might be asking for so much is this call on the most talked about fight of the night between former NBA player Nate Robinson and fellow YouTube star to us, Jake Paul.
Oh my Jesus!
Hilarious. After a lot of smack talk leading up, someone's a little bleeding over. Which one is that one? That's Bill. Nasty Bill. He might have to cut out and come back in. After a lot of smack talk. Yeah, it's Bill. It's you. After a lot of smack talk, Bill, cut out. Thank you. After a lot of smack talk, Jake Paul was very gracious in victory, giving props to Nate for even getting in the ring. The next day, he wore Nate's jersey as a sign of support, seems like, for Nate Robinson. So who was a big winner in all of this? Jake Paul, Snoop Dogg, or Mike Tyson?
I mean, I think this is a really good night for boxing. I don't watch boxing that often, but I watched this, and I was entertained the entire time. Like, I'd go back again. I definitely have to go back again and watch it. Nate Robinson's definitely not the winner in this, and it
was Jake Paul, Snoop Dogg, or Mike Tyson. Nate was an option here.
I think everybody's wondering. Snoop Dogg, you got to lower that price though, because you're not going to get booked if you try to overcharge us.
I think I saw like this tweet or something like that. Where somebody gave those exact numbers and Snoop Dogg liked it. And I think that he took that tweet seriously. I don't think that that's serious. I think he would do it for less than that. Somebody was like, oh, Snoop Dogg won tonight. He shouldn't do anything for less than this. And then now Snoop Dogg is citing those exact numbers. So he took that seriously, like, no, Snoop Dogg.
Vance don't think he was smoking nothing strong. He said he was smoking grass, because if he was smoking something serious, he wouldn't be able to walk down to the ring. I mean, he wouldn't have smoked, saying nothing that would have prohibited him from fighting. I don't think. I mean, he does have a cannabis company, and he makes, they said, like something like $500,000 a month in revenue.
They're probably not giving Mike the good stuff anyway. They're probably just giving him like placebos, and he thinks that he's so high or whatever because he's used to it. But like, that's what's happening here.
Okay, Bill, you good now? Oh, Bill, welcome back. Thank you.
I'm not going to, because I was bothered by why that man kept pressing Mike about weed. Like, don't. But I'm not going to go there.
Well, he has a cannabis company, and the fight was it was sponsored by Weed Maps. So.
Oh, I know he has a cannabis company, but I
get where you're coming from, Will. I did think that was a little suspicious the way that he kept doing it, and then he was like, "Do you like?" It was. He said,
"Well, he's talked about it before, guys."
But he always talked about it like it was a performance enhancement type of situation. Right. You think that's why you didn't feel the hits because of that? Like, calm down.
I mean, well, first of all, it was an exhibition.
To see if that does something for you.
It was It was an exhibition, so I think they asked him that because they knew there would be no repercussions. Like, this wasn't like sanctioned by any boxing commission.
Yeah, but like, why are we doing it though?
Right, like
that's what Mike said. He wants to do it because
no. I'm saying why ask those questions like that? Like, talk about the match and everything that just went down and how he feels stepping back into the ring and everything. That's what me as a journalist would do. I would ask some questions about if he got high before the match. That's just me. I don't know.
How do you guys feel about Nate?
I feel like he had no defense. That's what I feel like.
Is he still sleeping? Was he
okay?
Like,
yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He got up. He didn't give any credit to Jake Paul or anything, but he did wake up eventually.
One of the comments that just said that they made, I read that too, that they made $600.
No. That was a misprint. They forgot the K. They made 600,000. Okay. They came out with a different report after that. So. Yeah.
You have to send me that new report then, because when I'm just like, there's no way.
I saw that same one. Yeah,
you're knocking me out for $600.
I'm curious as to, like, do you think Nate Robinson got an endorsement from like any mattress companies afterward?
If not, they should.
They always
Zequel,
ceiling.
Ambien.
But his pride won't let him do it though. He'll be too embarrassed to do it. But let somebody knock me out, I guarantee you, I'm taking every endorsement possible.
I bet you are.
I'm taking this knockout to the bank.
You're in the bag.
And lastly, we're gonna go long today, guys, just so you know. So I'm just letting you guys know early, okay? Lastly, everyone wants us to talk about this True Kitchen story. True Kitchen and Kocktails is a restaurant in Dallas, Texas, the hometown of Dexter.
Well, Houston is where it's from.
And they're catching heat for the speech that the owner made to his patrons after they were allegedly caught, quote unquote, throwing that ass in a circle.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
That was nasty.
I mean, it's given very much chastised. So, like,
I'm just giving chastised.
People were saying, like, this is not a normal thing. Like, this doesn't happen in normal restaurants. And then people were also saying that, like, well, if you play this type of music, you have a DJ and all that kind of stuff like that, like, what do you expect? I'm on the side of the guy where it's just like, because look, y'all, except for the one on City Line Avenue, y'all don't go to Fridays and twerk when the DJ plays music and stuff like that.
They go to Applebee's and do that.
Well, I mean, if you go to Applebee's, you're doing a lot more than that, if you get what I'm saying. But but overall, like, you don't really go to restaurants and do this kind of stuff. Like, that is abnormal. However, I think he was very aggressive the way he spoke to those people. And then he's saying, like, you want men to respect women, but you're telling them to get the F out if they can't respect what you're saying, like you're their father. Like, that, to me, that's poor business. But this is like these people who run these companies on social media right now. They run these companies and they consistently insult their customers. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, it's baffling to me that some of these people are still in business because every time you turn around, they're insulting their customers. If this is what your customers are doing and you're making a lot of money off of this, maybe that's not what you want, but maybe you should try to accept that a little bit more.
I mean, that's your clientele.
People come in there.
And don't tell people to get the F out just because they don't agree. Like, that was wild to me.
Insane.
He posted this long Instagram post. Yeah, girl. I'll read it while you guys look at the videos that he's describing. So he said, in response to the numerous comments and posting, I'll share a bit of the detail. I asked him to stop, basically. The guest at the issue were the first three tables. And he said, as the video show, you'll see guests spoken to politely and literally begged to stop standing on our furniture and twerking. We can't see anybody twerking in these videos. We just see a camera angle of this guy speaking to patrons there. And once again, there's a DJ in that back corner that's playing whatever the hell type of bounce music or whatever Dallas plays. He's playing that music in the background. So that was the first time. Here's the second one. And you see people just bouncing in their seats and the guy walks over. And apparently he said in this post that there was a girl twerking on the window and he was afraid. She was standing on the booth twerking on the window and he was afraid that, she might fall through the window and then it'll be, something that he's liable for. So, yeah, so it was a mess. He tried to explain himself away. And then once he posted this, someone posted on the post, okay, so where's the video of the owner cussing the guest out since you want to post videos? And whoever's running this page, I would assume it's the owner, said it's easy to find online. We encourage you to open your own establishment and you can do as you please. Nasty. And when and if you open a place, please message back and let us know if you will allow guests to stand on your furniture.
It's definitely him running. About that, the life of a typical restaurant is about 5 years when you open stuff like that. And the life of this restaurant, based on his behavior, is about to be 2 years, 1 year. Like, this is not a good idea. This is not helpful. Like, if you're having an issue, I have a problem with you going to lecture the entire restaurant. Like, if I'm sitting in a restaurant, people are twerking in the corner and say I do like it or I don't like it, depending on the mood I'm in. And like, you stop everyone to lecture the whole restaurant and let them know that you did not build this restaurant for the culture. You built it for yourself and your own legacy and your own, like, come on, stop that.
Here's
the
thing.
You're doing some righteous thing for Black people by opening up your restaurant. Like, stop that. Like, you did this for profit, and I get it that that's not the people you want. Go up to them people and put them people out. Like, I don't want to hear about your speech and what you did for the Black people. And no, I don't want to hear that.
But also, Will, just real quick before you go, that restaurant is full of IKEA furniture. That's some cheap shit. Like, I wouldn't want people standing on that either, because then you're gonna have to keep replacing it. So I get where he's coming from with that. And that restaurant also looks very, very, very small too. Like, so I don't understand how these people were managing.
Regardless, people are having a good time. Like, let them have a good time.
So here's
They're enjoying themselves. Clearly,
here's the thing. Y'all ever stood on somebody's furniture in your house, like your grandparents, and they wore y'all out because y'all was standing on good furniture?
Yeah.
As a child.
So if you think that as a child you standing on furniture, you find out that's not okay. Do you think it's okay as an adult to be standing on furniture? See, I was initially like, oh,
it's okay. Like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have dressed him in the first place. It was the way that he made the speech to the whole rest.
If you as a child are standing on some furniture, your grandparents, your parents are going to wear you. Get your ass off.
But you're not a parent.
But you know what? I don't pay my grandparents. I don't pay them.
I'm
paying your bills by me eating here.
Going to a restaurant.
Go over to those.
No reason.
Go over to those people and tell them to get out. I don't want to hear your notes.
I don't have to tell you.
I want to hear you lecture about black culture.
Somebody has
opening your restaurant. You sound dumb.
I just have to tell you.
I'm just glad it's not me. I'm talking over the other person because it's usually me.
Okay. Are we done? Bill, we have to talk one at a time.
I let the both of them talk, and that hussy at the bottom, the bald one, cut me off. It's my turn. I shouldn't have to tell you as an adult not to stand on furniture and to work.
Okay,
you are in a restaurant. If you are out at a restaurant working, standing on my furniture, what kind of
all right.
Okay, all right. So moving on. Let me finish because I wasn't even done with the story before you decided to go off on this whole lecture about standing on
seat. Go off on a lecture.
He said special announcement. He tried to make up for it, saying special announcement. After conducting a thorough investigation, we found that the spices, seasonings, and recipe of food mixed with the magic of our chefs are what's making a few guests want to twerk. Girl, we have had several discussions on the matter and have agreed that we will not change our spices, seasoning, and recipes or culinary magic. However, we can't allow standing in seats and twerking. Regardless, we do encourage all to come to True Kitchen and Kocktails. Enjoy the music, enjoy the vibe, and be careful when you're eating our tasty food. Whew.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Dad.
The line that got with the spices.
You're right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm trying to make up for it.
Okay. That sounds like to me.
He was trying to make up and say, "Oh yeah, our spices."
So, Will, what you got to say now?
You got to speak the language that people understand. All things to all people. You standing in my furniture, I'm gonna wear you out.
But he said it's okay. He just said it's okay.
My thing that I have a problem with is you wearing out the whole restaurant and telling us it's for that you open this with the mission for improving culture. Like, I have an issue with that.
My people can have some place to eat.
Stand on your cheap-ass furniture. I understand that. And put them out.
I can understand that.
We can have some place to eat. So we can have some place to eat.
You're wearing the whole restaurant out. I'm not coming back to that piece of restaurant.
And we could definitely go to Popeyes. We do not need to be
here. Yeah, we don't need this.
We were at Popeyes all last year. We could go back.
And Dallas, Texas.
At KFC, that's all it is. When you talk about you got herbs and spices, that means your chicken's wet like KFC.
He's in Dallas, Texas, so you know he's about to get a whole new clientele here, and they're yelling at black women.
All right, that was the news. After experiencing one of the worst years in the history of the world,
Kobe Bryant died earlier this afternoon in Los Angeles in a helicopter crash.
We turn now to the economy. Almost 1 in 5 Americans is out of work.
This morning, the U.S. facing 200,000 coronavirus deaths.
We all deserve a little fun. The Bro Talk Awards are coming up. This year's awards will be live December 15th. So get ready. Nominate your favorites live with us. Woo! We ready?
That was an advertisement. You hear?
What'd you say?
I did a good job on that, didn't I, guys?
You did. Yeah, you did a good job.
Eat on that production, brother.
You like that? Bro Talk Awards nomination special next week. Make sure you join us and help us figure out who's going to win these awards.
I got a question.
It's time for Q&A. This administration is not calling it quarantine and answer, but maybe the next one will. How's your life going? Are you putting certain spices in grandma's lemonade to make her poop herself? Maybe you're not. Maybe your brother's not a felon. But here
Bill, I have Bill. Go ahead.
Go, Jason. Go. Because go.
No. I was just gonna say we might have a surprise for you. I was saying we might have a surprise for you at the Bro Talk Awards. So we'll see.
Okay.
All right, Jason. First, which one do you think is the best one?
Oh, I don't care. They're all pretty equal. There's nothing that stands out this week. I mean,
the last two look interesting.
We've already talked about the work husband's issue. If you run back a couple seasons, you're gonna have to look for that. So we're gonna skip that one.
The only reason I said that was good because it's blue, so a guy wrote it. So that's interesting.
So he might want to fight the work husband. Okay, let's make sure it's ratchet.
He definitely ain't fighting.
Let's do that one. If it's not ratchet, we're gonna be
Thank
upset.
you guys for all the support with the commercial. Appreciate it. They say we use all world's apparel.
All right, here we are. My wife and I, born naturally male and female, have been married for 3 years, and lately she's been getting weird. I'm really close with one of my male coworkers, straight male, and I consider him my.
What's that?
I consider him my work husband.
What?
My wife thinks that that this is weird. And knowing when I say it, I don't have an issue with her having a work husband. Why does she have an issue with me having one? It's 2020, and work husband-wife relationships aren't sexual. What do you fellas think? If
I think you shouldn't call him your work husband. I think that's what we.
I want to know, what does this man think about you saying that about him? He can't be okay with that.
Yeah, does he know that you're his work husband?
You like what just happened?
Like who? Like you guys can't just be friends? I don't.
This stands out. This is crazy as hell. You almost let me skip this.
And that's the crazy part, Jason. You knew what this said, and you didn't immediately say go to that one.
I'm starting to question your judgment.
I thought it was dumb. When I read, I thought it was dumb.
Jason, this is regular for Jason because he lives in California.
Yeah,
this is the type of stuff. This is the type of foolishness that we want you to bring us. You're not hell. Like, what are you doing? Your wife has an issue because you're calling this man your work husband, and it's very uncomfortable for everybody, including probably the work husband.
Well, it's not uncomfortable for the other man because he does not. I guarantee he does not know he's this man's work husband.
If I was your wife, I would tell him.
This is he's your coworker, and you need to stop.
Listen, here's what I think. I think it's 2020. If that's your work husband, if y'all are just sleeping together, just tell your wife. Like, there's no easy way to break that in. Like, stop trying.
It's not sexual.
Like, you call somebody your husband, I don't think there's any other way of besides that. He told his wife, like,
he needs to explicitly go ahead and tell his wife, you like men, and it's okay.
Imagine
my favorite part about it is that he said his wife is getting weird. She's getting weird.
It's so random. Like, why would you call him that? Like, just characterize it as your friend. Like,
my man, that would make me very uncomfortable if I found out I was their work husband. Like, that's work rate. Like,
he's trying to slip that in.
You're not going to force marry me on man.
No,
that's really weird, man. Stop that, please.
So we don't want to be disrespectful to. Well, you're not even gay, so actually, it wouldn't even be disrespectful. Stop that.
It's just weird. Like,
just stop that. Like, that's not okay.
What advantages are you getting from this commitment to this work husband? Like, you guys getting each other gifts?
Well,
like,
technically, guys, we work together. So what
I don't treat you like my wife. I can guarantee you that. All right. He's the father. Defend me. or a supporting friend?
Not that
Which one, hold it, Jason. Which one is like work husbands?
Defend me looks good.
I feel like defend me is like that stupid stuff like mom versus wife.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
What about supporting friends?
You want me to give you a brief? Well, if I give you a brief summary, I could just tell you what all.
Let's do supporting friends.
Oh God.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Dex does, so yeah, I guess we could do this one.
I have a friend, Betty, with whom I used to be close. Okay. Over the past couple of years, we've drifted apart, and she has been really unsupportive of a lot of difficult things that happened to me. During the pandemic, she decided to open a small business. She's messaged me about once a month to ask me to do something small, like share something about it on social media. I've done that when she's asked. A few days ago, she texted me a similar request, followed by a message that she was hurt that I had been hurt that I had to be asked to share things, and that all of her other friends had been sharing things more often than me.
Oh, girl, I'm not on the payroll.
Oh.
Not on the payroll.
That's what the text back should have been. I wanted to text her back that it's more than anything she's done to help me in the past few years.
Oh, that's right.
I've tried to get a hold of her several times to get together for outdoor barbecues when the weather was nice, and she blew me off all but once. She only seems to contact me when she needs something. I can't figure out whether I should unload years worth of emotional feelings on her or just ghost her. Is it okay to ghost her? The last time I brought up her being unsupportive, she didn't apologize and blame me for how she acted. I don't really care that the friendship has ended, but it just bothers me that she is so blatantly now using this relationship as a means to an end. Can I go ahead and ring in, since I know a little bit?
Yeah, it really depends. Like, you're probably about to get like really different advice.
I love how you said yeah, and you just
he said, yeah. You can answer first after me.
That's what you said, Ty. You said yeah, go ahead, and then you can answer right after I finish my time.
I didn't answer. I just different advice.
Setting the stage. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, Bill.
So I'm going to publicly say, because I've never said it, but I know exactly what this person is going through, because I wore a person that used to be my best friend out in January for something similar. What I'm going to say to you is wear her completely out, number one, because what good is it you going to sleep hurting, expecting the other person to hurt? Like, that's not how that's going to work. Wear her out, because people know what they're doing, and she knows what she's doing to you. Wear her out and then block her in the middle of her responding to you, so you don't have to worry about what she's saying back.
I think the people don't owe you anything there. Just so people are
personally. I can't relate to this. I've never had a friend not support me. But if you do want to support one of my friends, a Black-owned holiday collection, you guys can go ahead and put your orders in for that. Message me or message my friend Dion. And
you're very good at supporting people, Dex. I give you that.
I just feel like it's just a necessary thing to do. I don't think people should ever have to ask you to do something. People shouldn't have to ask you to do something. You're their friend. You're going to do it or whatever. If it applies to you, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I would never get bent out of shape. Oh, thanks, Rob T. I would never get bent out of shape about a person not supporting me, because there's so many other people who do. So if you're a friend who's getting bent out of shape or whatever, like, forget about her. I would just move on. Honestly, I wouldn't argue with anybody about support. I think that's kind of silly. You're doing the right thing by acknowledging your issues with her and just move on from it. That's what I would do. I wouldn't acknowledge her. I wouldn't argue back and forth with her, though. I would
definitely not doing the arguing.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, I treat people like the same. So the same way I treat these corporations, if I'm not going to tweet about, saying this nice thing that I got from Amazon, I'm just not going to tweet about it. I'm not going to post it. It's just me. So you have to come, you're coming into my way of doing commerce. Like, that's just how I do it. So you can't expect me to do it the way someone else does it. I don't spend, I don't buy the whole collection of things. Like, I might buy one, but I don't do that. That's not who I am.
Another thing about this support stuff, why is it people only get mad when you don't support them with something financially? Like, it's like there are so many other things you could do for people that don't involve money.
You know how poor I am?
like podcasts. Like you could just share a picture or something of a podcast, and that's support to me. Like that's support. People always think that you're supposed to open the wallet up and give them something. It's just like we don't all have it like that. And then we were like, well, why didn't you retweet it onto your page? Because my followers might not have it like that. And I'm not going to retweet a clothing brand that I'm not wearing myself. I can't afford it, or I'm not going to wear it. Like it's just.
And it's not that I don't like it. Like there's things that people have launched that we've gone to college with that I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I'll like what they do, and I'll put a little heart on it, and I might share it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. Like those, I just might not. Something might be happening in my life where I can't buy that right now. So I think people expect people to be able to just purchase things on a whim just because, hey, I'm your friend, and I know, saying that you love me, so you should buy this. But it's like people have things going on in their lives, and you can't just expect everybody to be willing to just shell down however much you're charging for something at any given time.
If you're my friend, if you're in business, period, you need to put out something I like if you expect my money. If you're not putting out something that I like, then I'm not going to purchase what you put out. Now, there are some exceptions of some very specific people where they put something out I don't like. I might buy it, but I also will have to tell you that I didn't like it. So there's that. So you might not want me to buy it.
Like I wish I had enough money to support everybody, but I don't.
I'm not popular on social media by any stretch of the imagination. So I can share something for you if you want. But no one can buy it based on what I
be mad. They mad. It doesn't matter if you have 5 followers or 50,000 followers. If you don't share that post, they get so upset, and it's just like
I'll share it. Like sometimes
what are they gonna do?
I don't even have to be that close with you. If I know you and you put something out, like I'll share it. I don't give a crap. But the 10 followers that I have might not buy it.
Support. We're not trying to say support isn't important because we have a bunch of people watching this show that are supporting us. But it's like Dex said, it doesn't always have to be financial. Like we don't put this show on Patreon and charge you $3 to watch every episode. You know what I'm saying? We could, but that's not what we want to do. Like we want to have an engaging community, and we want you guys to not feel like you owe us anything or we owe you anything. So I mean,
put out a good product. We put out a good show. We work hard. We make sure our show is good and something that people want to watch. I'm not going to tell you to support my show to put on some bullshit. I don't want to hear that.
That's really what the show is.
Not to mention, you broke up.
Not to mention, some of y'all be charging these astronomical prices for these mediocre products. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Are we done, Bill?
I think we're done. If you have more questions about how raggedy your life is, like, please give us the raggedy stuff. If you are married to your wife and you got a work husband, sir, we want to hear about it. If your brother just came home from jail and he's putting laxatives in grandmom's Kool-Aid and make her diaper done, we want to hear about it. Do send us questions at brotalk.com/.
I mean, you clean that up so well. But the questions, guys, we'll get to the questions next year.
Next year at this point.
Next year, no.
Yeah. But don't forget, we need the support. Like, share, comment.
Jason and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
The wonderful voice of Ty leading us into the best segment of the day. Jason and Company. Speaking of Ty, him and Will are celebrating birthdays later this month.
Look,
that's actually not me on the right hand side.
But I was like, I don't think that's William.
That's not. That's actually.
I felt like I match up the nose, and I was like, I think that's Will.
So wait, that's actually my cousin who recently passed away, but we look alike at that stage in our life. So that actually that works.
We'll say that's you. That's not me. That was like my worst fear, but I couldn't check with you and ask you, is this you?
You should have checked with me. I would have told you that wasn't him.
But that is Ty there on the left. Ty, what the hell do you have in your hand? What is that?
A fish?
That's a fish. Come on.
Where's the head?
I was fishing. I got a fish and a cola. Like I didn't play. I did my thing.
Yeah, you drinking a Coca-Cola.
You got a fish and a Coke.
Fish and a Coke.
And a Dallas Cowboy shirt. Bill, look at that. Dex and Bill, look at that Dallas Cowboy shirt.
I don't know who dressed me in that.
All right. This game we're going to play is called Ty or Bill or a Star. Me and Dex came up with this game. And this game will be between Ty and Bill. So let's see if we can rearrange this here.
This is interesting.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh,
let's have those two go up against each other while
Yeah,
Dex.
what beautiful dark skin at the top.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. The first one we have.
You
guys have to, huh?
You have to tell them what it is.
Oh yeah, I didn't even tell them what it is, right? So we're going to put up a tweet, Facebook post, some internet writing, and you guys have to guess if Ty is the one that wrote it, if Bill is the one that wrote it, or if a celebrity is the one that wrote it. Okay. So for the first one, we have the following. It says, "Racists be ugly as ish. That kind of hate does something to your face." So is this written by Ty, Rihanna, or Bill?
That sounds like something I would say.
That really sounds like something Ty would say.
So that would be, I guess William wrote that.
No, William, what? I didn't write that.
He gave you the option. He said, wait, did you say me, Rihanna, or him?
Ty, Rihanna, or Bill?
That's I was right. So I think I wrote that.
Absolutely not. That's definitely something Ty wrote.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I was Ty. Wrote that. Not even that long ago. It was like 2 months ago.
Oh my God, the people hate me. What? Y'all don't think I talk like that?
Weird shit.
Yes, play along, please. Play along at home. We would like to see Fatima going with Ty there on that one. People thought that was Bill. Bill, they
people really thought that was Bill. They don't think I'm ratchet.
The Cinderella with and this has no time limit on this. By the way, the Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy is still great. Was this Ty? Was this Chance the Rapper? Or was this Bill?
It definitely wasn't me. That's for damn sure.
Wait a minute. Oh shit!
I don't know. Maybe that.
I think I wrote that because I think I wrote that.
Okay. I guess that was William. That damn sure wasn't me.
All right, so we got one vote for Ty, one vote for Bill.
Oh, someone said Chance the Rapper.
Because his song, he's got a song called Zannies and Fools from that, which was sampled. I think I wrote that.
But these are social media posts, though. These aren't
Social
song
media posts. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say me.
All right, let's see. Is it Bill? It was Chance the Rapper.
Oh wow.
That was a trick one. Heads up to Dex for that one.
I mean, if you're watching my timeline, just follow me and say that. Like,
I'm dying in these parent-teacher conferences. Please let it end. 3 exclamation points. Who said that? Was it Ty? Was it Bill? Or was it Betsy DeVos?
That definitely wasn't Betsy DeVos. She doesn't even know.
I love conferences.
It had to be me.
And Bill's going.
Ty doesn't write with 3 exclamation points.
Kurt is going with Bill. Ty doesn't write with 3 exclamation points. You only write with 1 because he has perfect diction, right?
Right.
I love conferences. That wasn't me.
It was Bill. You wrote that in 2013,
Ooh.
Bill. Ooh, on Echo Phone. Remember that app? All right, Bill. Dex is really having fun with this. He loves it. His ideas come to fruition, and I do all the work to make it come to fruition.
When I saw them blend in with the names over the top, I said, "Well, I wasn't shit. If they was me, I would have just posted the tweet."
This next one, the things people say sometimes just makes me wonder if they think at all. Let's change our lives. It's not cute to be ignorant. Was that Ty? Was that Gabby Sidibe? Or was that Bill?
That's Gabby. That wasn't me.
So Ty said Gabby
I would say though.
It is, but a couple years ago.
Right.
There's no time limit on these. So.
Oh, yikes.
If I said that, that had to be from like back when I wanted to be a therapist or something important.
I'm saying Ty straight up. Your wife is saying you, Ty.
Yeah, I'm going with Ty.
A couple people saying Gabby Sidibe though.
That's Gabby. That ain't me.
Ty definitely wrote that.
I think it's me.
This one was Ty, October 7th, 2010.
What? Wait, hold it. How are y'all going back?
After we finish, we need to have a conversation with the two of you. We have a nice long conversation that we need to have about
Jesus.
I don't get this 10-year challenge. Time is not something I acknowledge. Picture taken at some point prior to today. Was that Ty? Was that Mariah Carey? Or was that Bill?
That's not me. So it's between Mariah Carey and Bill.
I certainly wouldn't know if it's Mariah Carey because she still has me blocked on Twitter after unblocking me and then reblocking me again. So I don't know.
That's Mariah Carey.
All right. We've got Mariah Carey. Good job.
But what's the difference between the two of them, though? Like,
not much. And lastly, we have this one. Fishing back down boot, but no one is buying this fish. La Place.
Damn sure wasn't me.
Was that Ty? Was that Sam Smith? Or was that Bill?
You know I don't talk like that. That damn sure wasn't me.
Can we just move on?
I need the breakdown of exactly word for word.
What does that even mean?
What is that?
I'll read it again for the podcast listeners. Fishing back down boot, but no one is buying this fish. La Place.
I don't even know what that means. That damn sure was. What are our options? William, or William, right?
Blackberry. Oh no.
Blackberry. Good God. Moral of the day story: better clean the host.
Not fair to William because my Twitter from back then has been.
Yeah, we got to go on. How y'all can we? Yeah, after this show is over, we got to talk.
My Twitter got this. So I probably had some stupid stuff back then too. But somebody took over, like hacked that Twitter or something crazy like that. And I got
Bills too, apparently.
So my new Twitter, I was like,
stop it, because y'all allowed me to speak. What kind of friends we are? Y'all allowed me to speak that way?
Well, if you knew how,
Jesus.
Well, I've been fixing you for years. I think I'm almost done.
No, because in 2011, y'all were just as ghetto. You allowed this, Ty. Like you allowed this.
But in 2011, I was at the beginning of the greatest educational career anyone has ever seen.
And
so
I am
definitely didn't want
right.
it.
Like I said, we're going long. We're still going. What is more outrageous? First up, we have Funkmaster Flex, who apparently decided to show the world that he is now having a liposuction.
I'm almost ready. I'm gearing up. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm working. Ooh. That's a little bit of the fat so far. They see me out here. Look, I'm not saying we're modeling. I'm going to be hot, though. I mean, surgery complete. Okay? Terza?
Hi.
Shauna? Dr. Perkins? Thank you.
Your best patient, Flex.
Yeah, I got to see this. Look at all the fat that came out. You got busy today, Doc.
Yeah, we had a lot of work.
I feel good. Yeah.
Great patient.
After effects is not that bad. Not bad. Maria! Mm-hmm.
Make sure you got a bucket. We're recording it, okay? You take a little video now.
Video, make sure you get the video. They're sawing him open. He's talking about, look at the video.
I didn't have a problem with that at all. I need to get me a little bit of that.
First of all, they're sticking you in the ribs, gutting you like a fish for 40 pounds. You only lost 40 pounds?
Ugh. Do you have any idea how to lose 40 pounds?
But like, all you really got to do
it. Listen, I'm okay with the video. I'm gonna get me a little bit of that. I'm gonna record it. I'm cool with the video. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed it.
I think that's disgusting. Like I think that first of all, I think it's lazy. I think like you didn't even try to run. I never saw a video running a walk.
People be tired. People be tired. Like y'all be talking about lazy. Like there are certain types of body types that work out all the time, and you still fat. Like I don't got time. I'm getting this last little bit of.
You don't have to put it on the internet. Like he's trying to get 25% off or something like that. Like what's he putting on the internet?
First, I'm doing.
He got it for free for putting on the internet. Like
people get different things for free all the time. Once they, people get their teeth done and they put it on the internet, and people get all sorts of things.
I'm getting them horse teeth, but I'm getting this fat sucked out. The rest of it, I'm good.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Next up, is that more outrageous than this? You guys all know this post, right? You've seen this post? Yeah. Chris Brown and his mom, of course, Joyce, Mama Joyce.
Who them people?
Chris Brown and Joyce. You know that.
You know who Chris Brown is. You used to stand.
So this is the picture we're all used to seeing. And then this is the picture that Mama Joyce posted. Look at this face. Ooh.
No, that's right.
But she looks like that in real life now. She got like a full on.
So she put her new face on an old picture. Once again, if you want to see the change here, new face on an old picture.
I know that's right.
Do it again. Do it one more time.
You do it one more time.
Ooh,
ooh, ooh.
Get it.
Big
choice. There you go.
The delusion. Like
the grandeur.
Why would you? She's as crazy as I think Flex situation was. She has a mental disorder. Like this is this is not normal behavior. Like this woman,
picture is fine.
She's editing old photographs to repost them with a face that she's gotten surgically repaired. That's a problem.
And she's lighting that skin up too.
And Chris's too. Look at Chris's skin.
I don't think she lightened the skin. I think the skin was all red and blotchy, and she just got it fixed, and so it evened out her complexion. I'm here for it.
Let me tell you, this woman in Bloomingdale's would have sold you right up a river with that.
What she have?
The only thing about that is I don't do no skin lighting. I'm a proud dark skinned man. I don't do no lightening. Now I'll suck some fat out, but I'm not doing no lightening skin. Like that's what you're not about to do.
All right. Moving on. Which mom was more upset? First up, we have this. What happened at a baby shower? Not baby shower. Sorry, gender reveal.
What a fail! Oh my God! He said that in the way.
You know that woman probably doesn't beat her kid often, but beat the hell out of the little kid.
Oh Jesus! And it wasn't the kid's fault.
What do you mean it wasn't the kid's fault? She threw the knife, and that's what made her mom try to grab her, and then her mom let go of the balloon.
Should have put hands on her to turn around and said, "Now, Mandy, you know better than that."
See, the problem is she ain't been. There's a whole bunch of problems. She shouldn't have trusted that little bad behind girl to pop the balloon in the first place. She knew she was bad. It's obvious she don't whoop, because if she whooped, she don't whoop from the get-go, that wouldn't even happen. She done knew, it's showtime. Pop, let's move on.
I've been seeing them kids. People, I don't think many people whoop kids. I agree with it. Like kids bad. Like it is what it is. Like that's something JoJo would do for sure. I wouldn't get
sure. Bella, that's right in her future.
I would get that thing from her. I would have slid right in front of Joelle, and I would have popped that balloon myself, and I would have moved on with my life. Like
I think this should be a lesson to people that you shouldn't be having gender reveals with a bunch of people there during COVID.
And let's talk about that.
No mask.
Not near mask in sight.
No mask. Where your mask?
Where your mom?
Yes.
Next mom.
Since you fucked up the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this shit by yourself. Junior, Dejana, nor me are gonna help you clean up. We told you don't put that shit in the macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we gonna do shit our way. We getting ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this shit for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you, but guess what? This shit ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Mom, you experiment by your damn self.
cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that shit. Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe, but you chose to do shit on your own.
She should have just put blood in her mouth at this point. That's problematic. Like, why are you talking to me that way?
Like, you put cream cheese. She put cream cheese in the macaroni and cheese, trying to smooth it over. Because she saw it on Facebook.
Sounds all right to me.
And Aunt Karen gave her the recipe.
Oh, trying to be cute.
Trying to be cute. That's what she get. So now she got to clean up the kitchen by herself. And Bill, you seem like you would do something like that.
People that way though.
Bill, you seem like you would do something like that. And you need to be talked like that.
Absolutely not. I don't do no. You don't do no. You don't do no experiment on Thanksgiving.
Exactly, because you know you're gonna get cussed out.
But the thing is, why you didn't cook it then?
Goya mac and cheese.
You got all the answers. Why you didn't do it?
They said it's the person that fixed that Goya mac and cheese from last week.
That's all right.
Probably dead. I would really like to check on them. Like, I want to know
how old that person is, but I don't let anybody sit and talk in my face like that.
Don't.
I won't have to deal with this. All right, who has it worse? Last but not least, so these two, I don't know how I found these, but I feel bad.
You know how you found them.
How you found them either? You always got crazy stuff.
I want to know who has it worse.
I only shower once every 1 to 2 months. I'm allergic to my own saliva, sweat, and tears, and also sometimes my own blood. Aquagenic urticarians is a water allergy. When I come into contact with water on my external surface, on my skin, my face, anywhere on my body, it's really painful. I will get hives and rashes all over, and it can even lead to having a fever. When I ingest something with water or fruit juices or eating just raw fruits and vegetables, my tongue and my throat will get very itchy, and my stomach and my intestines will start cramping to a point that is kind of debilitating. I do brush my teeth every day, but it is always a really painful experience. Just brushing lightly, I will get rashes in my gums, so they will flare up. My tongue will usually be really itchy afterwards. I'm allergic to my own period.
God.
You know what's crazy is I actually went to school with somebody who I went to high school with somebody who had that. Like, it was tragic, and he was always in pain. Like, it was woo-wee. Like, I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, you allergic to water, bro? Like, you.
Contestant number 2.
PGAD is persistent genital arousal disorder. Feels like you're about to orgasm and then it never goes away. So it's sharp pains all the way through your legs, all the way through your pelvic. It's just nonstop. When I was like 13, 14 is when I first started noticing there was something wrong. No one ever believed me. I kept saying, like, I need to have sex, I need to orgasm. Like, when I was 15 to 18 stage, I masturbated way more than a normal teenager would.
I first noticed that something was wrong with Amanda when she first became sexually active. She was having sex a lot. I didn't know what it was. My whole family thought that she was just a whore.
Everyone thought that it was just like a sex addiction. If I could go the rest of my life without having an orgasm, that's fine. I sit on an ice pack. Sometimes ice doesn't help though, so then I have to go to the heating pad. And then sometimes the heating pad doesn't help, so I have to go back to ice. I have ice inserts that I can stick inside me to help with swelling.
Goodness gracious.
The first one got way worse. The second one, that box just hot. I mean, but the first one, like, you can't shower.
I thought she was a whore. Golly, Bob. Man, that was rough. You think the water allergy has it worse? I don't know.
Yeah, and Curtis,
the water allergy has it way worse. What are you talking about?
Curtis wrote, "Just die. Why even live at this point?"
Like, yeah,
terrible. But that's probably how she feels. Like, God darn.
And could you imagine when she was younger, her mom tried to take her a shower, and she's like, "Get hurt." Her mom says, "Stop being nasty."
You know, her mom was slamming her in that water. And she's turning red and fighting. Her mom thought it was because she was fighting.
That's rough. That's rough. Like, what can you do? Like, I feel, but it's not like
some people are allergic to things in water, and like water purifiers. Well, I guess that wouldn't work, but she should try it.
But you're also like taking for granted what it feels like to orgasm 24/7. Like, that cannot be pleasurable. Like,
no, it's not pleasant at all. That would be a nightmare. But I think a greater nightmare is being allergic to water.
Yeah, like I I'm gonna show you all the person. Like it was.
She can drink milk though. She can drink milk, and that's how she gets her liquid intake, her water, through milk. But yeah. All right. Moving on.
Getting the bubble guts all the time, so she's still unpleasant.
Yeah, very unpleasant. Speaking of unpleasant, time for Texas BS report.
Where's my music?
I'm so happy.
All right, so one thing I really wanted to point out, like we are in the today, our theme of our show today was supporting your friends, and one person I want to shout, two people actually I want to shout out is Ray Shades. It's a new skincare line that one of our watchers, or Ray, I was about to say Ray got the juice. One of our viewers, she just launched her own skincare brand. It's called Ray Shades. If you follow the Bro Talk Live page on Instagram, it is now in our story. Go to the page and click on it and make sure you check out Ray Shades. Also, Lincoln University is doing a give back for Giving Tuesday today. And if you would like to donate to Lincoln University, the school that all four of us attended, you can actually do it through your phone with Cash App and Venmo now. Give to LU, or obviously go to lincoln.edu to do your monetary donation to Lincoln. All right, so BS report. I told 3 stories. 2 of the stories are true. One of the stories is 100% false, and it's up to these guys and you guys in the comments to let us know what's true and what's a lie. All right. So first things first, if you are a woman, if you're a woman and you expect that your guy may be sneaking around with other guys, maybe he has a work husband, and you want to figure out what's going on with that situation, or if you are in a homosexual relationship with a guy and you want to figure out if your guy is cheating on you, there is something, or if you're a guy and you want to know if your girl is cheating on you, there is something that is going to answer your prayers. There's a new service that's going around where male Instagram models will slide into the DMs of the person that you're dating, and they will try to flirt with them and whatnot. And the overall purpose of it is to return the information back to you. So if you are looking to get that done, there is a company it's in California. It's called Paige Woolen. And if you would look up that Instagram page, and then if you want to go ahead and book that service, you can. There's a bodybuilder.
That was a tell. He had to look at the lie there, guys. So all right, next one.
There's a bodybuilder who has decided to take his love for his wife to the next level, and he married his sex doll. Now, he wasn't able to do this in the United States, so he had to go to Kazakhstan in order to marry his sex doll. And then finally in Milwaukee, guys, be careful out there if you are listening or watching from Milwaukee, because they grabbed a whole bunch of turkeys during Thanksgiving season, like raw turkeys from the Thanksgiving season, and they are stealing car tires and replacing them with frozen turkeys. This has happened multiple times in the Milwaukee area. So if you are living in that area, you want to be careful. Guys, what's true? What's a lie?
Why would you replace the car tire with anything? Just steal the tire and move on.
Well, it's like when you pull the tire off of it, the car will fall down, basically. So like they put it under, I guess it's called the hubcap. They put it under the hubcap to keep the car propped up.
I'm going to go with whatever LaToya said is false, which would be that last story. Oh, sorry, no, the middle story seems like she was saying was false. Middle story.
The middle story she said was true. I think
no, she said true, and then she said false, and then she said true. So I'm going with the middle story being false.
Middle story? What do you think?
What was the middle story? That was that sex doll in Kazakhstan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with that one because America is just effed up enough. You ain't got to leave to go marry no daggone sex doll.
You ain't going to Kazakhstan for that.
Ty, what do you think?
I think that stupid last story about propping your car up with a turkey. Like, I'm going to steal your tire. I don't know rats after your car falls over. You're not bringing no turkey to prop up your car.
The first one is false, and Bill is saying the last one.
Yes, I like this.
Saying story number 2.
Last BS report of the regular season, and I got you guys stumped. People are all over the place with the guesses. The false story is the first story. Actually, the sex doll story is true. The false story is the person sliding into the DMs. It actually is.
It was a no because you had to look down.
Well, because I have to look at the person's name. Paige Woolen is an actual person who actually is doing this. She's the Instagram model who's doing this. I just realized when I was telling the story, I'm like, well, how do people get in contact with them? And I never thought about a company or a name. So I just had to look down real quick and get a name. So that is Dex's BS report for the week. These guys are wrong.
Lies. All lies.
I still don't believe the turkey story. So
I got pictures of the turkey story. That's how
cite sources. Like I feel like someone on Instagram did that as a joke, and now you're taking it as a real story.
Well, the segment is Dex's BS report. So
last season of the year.
Thank you guys for sticking with us for this long. I know we're running a little bit late, but if you stick around a little bit longer, the guys have something really special for you. Please begin giving your seats now.
We have something special. What's special?
Your seats, they're going to be amazing. Go.
Oh, okay.
I do have a seat. So over the past week, it's not for Fatima, but she was one of the people posting about this. Fatima was posting about the new Saved by the Bell reunion or like reboot that they have on the Peacock network. And last night I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna watch the new Saved by the Bell reboot. I like Saved by the Bell. Let's give it a shot. So I go to Peacock, which is the network on NBC, like their new streaming service, and it said like sign up for free. And I said, thank you. So I signed up for whatever, and it was like watch Saved by the Bell. So I watch it. At first I was like, this ain't really doing it for me. But then as the episode went on, I'm like, okay, I like it. Like they're back. Like Saved by the Bell, they did a good job with this. And then the episode went off, and then there was an alert that came from my TV. It said, sign up for the premium Peacock service to watch episode 2. So NBC, you have to be seated for that. You guys scammed me into watching this episode and then go have the audacity to make the episode be good to make me want to buy episode number 2 through like 10 or whatever, which I'm not going to do. I'm not paying the $5.
I actually also would like to give NBC a seat. I actually got 2 seats. So my first seat is definitely to NBC because they like not only are they like baiting you to get this Peacock, like they are shoving this new streaming service down your throat. I go to daggone Xfinity, to get on my on demand and watch something, and that done switched it all up. You gotta go to Peacock to watch. It ain't happening.
And then what you pay for it?
As a matter of fact, I'm this close from canceling Comcast as it is. They one cuss out away. Like, I'm not getting it. My second seat goes to all you folks who were so paranoid, during this pandemic, and y'all were crowding these markets in these stores.
Ooh, you coming right on my alley. That was my
Black Friday?
What
you talking about Black Friday?
Black Friday. Y'all standing in these lines for 13 hours, coughing on each other, sneezing in each other's directions, crowding and trampling people to get what? The same
Black Friday. I didn't see any pictures from Black Friday.
Oh, they were out there.
I thought people skipped it.
You all need to be seated.
I don't follow Ratchet enough people. If you're Ratchet, let me know so I can follow you.
My seat's going to go to something similar to Bill. Like, there's been like people haven't really noticed for whatever reason or commented on it, but these celebrities have been like having their own little COVID parties and for like birthday parties, and it's ridiculous. Like, why are we having a 50, 100-person party? You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, my daughter's crying. Why are we having a 100-person party in a club during a pandemic? It's ridiculous. So my seat's going to go to them.
I'm with you 100% there. Specifically to Regina Carter, like that wasn't necessary, and literally all of Atlanta was out at that party, and it's just like, what is happening here? And then
I think Regina had a party that I saw, and I was like, why are you having a party?
And then T.I.'s daughter, who's pregnant, was at the party and like clapped back at people like, I get tested all the time because I'm working on a reality show. Okay, but there were 600 other people at this party. They weren't tested, I'm sure, before they came to this party. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, makes no sense to me. So I don't know.
So I have a really quick seat. So I was on the weekend, like my fire pit in the yard and all that good stuff. And so when I was in the house, like I got a camera alert, right? And so I'm looking at the camera from my like outdoor camera, and I'm like, who the hell is this old ass man fooling around on my porch. So I'm about to like run out there and play the video. And I'm like, who the hell is this? And like dead ass, that was me. And it was like so dumb. It was so dumb because I didn't even recognize myself. Like, so like the seat needs to go to me because that was like dumb as hell. I was like, what the hell? Because I really was like looking at this video about to run outside all hype thinking somebody was on my porch. And my video came a little late, and that was me on the porch.
When you said that, I'm like, it's going to be bad.
Because the people are going up, Ty. You got this fire pit, and you got this camera and a porch.
A porch?
And a gun. Just in case they try it.
I didn't mention that part, but that's what I was about to grab.
Because you know he's about to go blast into whoever wants on that porch.
Jason, there was a question in the chat for you. They were like, is your daughter crying because the fish is floating?
No, the fish is not floating. Guppy is here. You guys want to see Guppy one more time before? Like, I'll bring him next week for the nomination special.
Put him
buy a new one because that means Guppy is dead and he's got to replace it.
Guppy is actually doing very well.
Jason will bring Guppy 12 for next.
Guppy is the healthiest fish in America.
Guppy 12.
That's what they told you before you bought them.
All right. You guys have any shout outs to give or anything like that before next week's extravaganza starts?
Big shout out to everyone who's been watching and continuing to watch. And also, guys, my fiance and I are trying to win this contest. So if you guys haven't already, please go to my page and just click that picture that I post and just like it on that guy's page so that we can win. We're actually, last I checked, we were in second place, and it's 25 other people in there. So you guys are amazing, and I would love for you guys to just keep liking that picture so we can really win. Thanks.
That's to win, or you have to get to like top 3. You have to win.
You have to be top 2, really, because it's like there's categories. It's people who've already booked, and then it's people who haven't booked yet. We've already booked, and we're in second place for people who've already booked.
If Dexter doesn't win, guys, I'm going to be really disappointed in you all because Dexter is the greatest supporter of all people. And we expect that Dexter should win because, seriously, he's one of the greatest supporters of anything that you do. So if Dexter does not win, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I'll support that gun.
And I don't know what to do, man, but we don't like it. Dexter should win this thing.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching this season. We hope you guys join us throughout the Bro Talk Award season. Like I said, next week is the nomination special. We're going to need your help to let us know who should be nominated for the Bro Talk Awards, and then you guys get to vote on who wins it. So feel free to come next week and get in the chat. It's going to be a chat-heavy show next week. Very unorthodox, but we do this every year. It first started off, it was just me and Dex, and then Will came one season, and then Ty came one season.
He gonna look shocked. He gonna look shocked like he didn't know that already.
That's because y'all were just so nasty and y'all just left us out.
We never left you out. We said
Jason
for you guys to come.
This message, and it would be like one of those things where it's like, if I tell you, oh, you can come to my house if you want, if you feel like it.
That's what it was. It was like you can.
I don't need you there. So I was like, I didn't feel welcome, so I'm not going to come.
Okay. It's a really fun show, though. Like I said, very unorthodox and very non-stringent.
And a lot of people are new to like watching the show, so like we're really excited to like bring it to you. And also, I feel like because there's so many new people watching the show, I feel like this will be the best like award special. It's not just our opinions.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But we're gonna know who everyone's gonna vote for because whoever they nominate is who they're gonna vote for. So that'll be fun. But we're gonna come with some nominees. You guys come with some if we don't mention them, and we will go from there. All right, let me just get back in my rightful position. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, it's been another edition of Bro Talk Live. We will see you guys next week. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Do you guys have any last things to say? Because
Thank you all for those of you who supported us throughout the year. Listen, I just reduced the price. There was a price reduction in Wisdom Wednesday, the book, on Amazon.com. You all can get it. Amazon.com/Wisdom Wednesday, the book. And also All Worlds Apparel. This is the last week using your code BTL15. All Worlds Apparel. Get yours.
That price when I bought it. I need my money. I got kids.
We'll see you guys next week. After experiencing one of the worst years in the history of the world,
Kobe Bryant died earlier this afternoon in Los Angeles and a helicopter crashed.
We turn now to the economy. Almost 1 in 5 Americans is out of work.
This morning, the U.S. facing 200,000 coronavirus deaths.
We all deserve a little fun. The Bro Talk Awards are coming up. This year's awards will be live December 15th. So get ready. Nominate your favorites live with us.